The Queen of Sheba, known as Bilqis, was a woman whose beauty, wisdom, power, and sense of justice became legendary. And then there was King Solomon, a ruler believed not only to govern the kingdom of Israel, but to command all living beings, a wise and powerful man who is also recognized as a prophet in the Quran. According to ancient stories dating back thousands of years, these two extraordinary figures shared a love so captivating that it inspired countless works of literature and art. So let's take a closer look at this unforgettable story, a love that began at first sight. The Queen of Sheba, Bilqis, is said to have ruled for many years over a kingdom where women held significant power. Living around the 10th century BCE, very little is known for certain about her life. Historians believe she ruled lands that today would be part of Ethiopia or Yemen. Still, across sources, one thing remains consistent. She was known for her intelligence, beauty, and strength, and that she lived during the same era as King Solomon. Interestingly, her story appears in multiple sacred texts, though under different names. In the Hebrew Bible, her name isn't explicitly mentioned, but she is sometimes referred to as Makkeda. In Islamic tradition, she is known as Bilqis. As with many ancient legends, her origins are surrounded by mystery. Some stories even claim that her mother was a Jinn, a supernatural being, which led to unusual descriptions of her physical appearance. In certain tales, her feet were said to resemble hooves or were covered in hair, adding to her mythical aura. But beyond the legends, what truly stands out is her encounter with King Solomon. Hearing of Solomon's immense wisdom, Bilqis decided to test him. She set out on a grand journey to Jerusalem, bringing with her a magnificent caravan filled with gold, spices, and precious stones, gifts worthy of a queen. When she arrived, she was deeply impressed by Solomon's knowledge and wealth. But what many stories emphasize is that Solomon, too, was struck by her intelligence, her confidence, and her presence. According to some accounts, Bilqis and her people worshipped the sun. Solomon sent her a message doubting her to embrace monotheism. Instead of reacting impulsively, she consulted her people, a sign of her wisdom and leadership. Ultimately, she chose to meet Solomon in person. Another famous detail from the story involves a test. Solomon, who was said to communicate with animals and command Jinn, had already learned of her arrival through a bird known as the hoopoe. Curious about the rumors surrounding her, he had a glass floor built over water filled with fish. When Bilqis entered and saw what appeared to be a pool, she lifted her dress slightly to step through, revealing that her legs were completely human, not as the myths had suggested. From that moment on, many legends say their connection grew into love. Some versions describe their relationship as diplomatic and political, while others claim they eventually married. But like many great love stories, theirs is also marked by separation. Bilqis could not remain in Jerusalem. She had a kingdom to rule, a people to lead. So she returned to Sheba. According to certain traditions, she was carrying Solomon's child when she left. She later gave birth to a son named Menelik, who would grow up to become a powerful ruler. Ethiopian legends even consider him the founder of their royal dynasty. Over time, the story of Solomon and the Queen of Sheba spread across cultures, inspiring poets, writers, and artists in both the East and the West. Because in the end, it's often the incomplete love stories that become legends. Even the most powerful rulers cannot hold on to the world forever.